I know. All right. YouTube is live. I was going to make a turn on before she comes. We are live.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? We rewrite the rules. The countdown has begun. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And happy Friday morning. It's finally Friday. TGIF. You know, I sent Rayford a text last night and managed to convince him that today is actually Saturday. That way, we can have a girls' day. And he actually believed me. And that means we can do whatever we want today.
Yes.
And good morning, everyone. I'm Lee Barrows, and you've stumbled onto the 2026 version of the Twilight Zone, what we call Live and Local Real Talk.
Yes. And this is Robbie McFarland. I'm just sitting in today.
Yes. And I appreciate that. Thank you very much for sitting in with us today. So you had to get up a little bit earlier than normal?
Oh, yeah. I've been up since 4.
4?
Yeah. When Rayford got up, I got up.
I remember waking up at 3:45 and said, 30 more minutes, maybe an hour. And then when the alarm went off at 5, I snoozed it only once, because I knew I had to get up and do the Rayford duties this morning with all the ham radio guys. And so, anyway, good morning, Chris Bird. I hope you have a beautiful weekend too, and happy Friday. And she says hello to Robbie also.
Oh,
That's our favorite. Yeah.
That's right.
Yes, she gives us all the what's happening down at the DMV. So these headphones are different from what I usually wear, so I feel like I'm in a tunnel. But anyway, we're going to have a special guest this morning coming in at 8:00, Lieutenant Vanessa Smith with the Jacksonville Police Department.
Oh, yeah. I've met her before.
We like her.
And I
She's
know
our
her
favorite.
husband from Fishing Club.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because that's Rayford's favorite on JPD, because her husband's in the Fishing Club.
That's right.
And she comes in, and sometimes we can't get a lot of talk about what's happening in the world Jacksonville Police Department, because he wants to talk fishing with her. So, well, that's all normal. And good morning, Miss Elsie. Good to see you this morning. Yeah, she said it's the big girl show today.
It is.
The big girl show. Yes. So anyway, it looks like it's going to be another wet day. I know I got some good rain yesterday. I got a little bit over an inch.
Yeah.
So I was happy. My garden is starting to pop now. It's something different. I mean, you can take the water out of the garden hose. It's nothing like having the natural rain to make your plants flourish.
Yeah, I think with the garden hose, when you're watering, unless you're doing drip irrigation
Right.
or unless you're doing anything that's slow, it just comes out too fast and it's just gone. It rolls off someplace else.
Good morning, Ken. He said he tuned in for the all ladies show today. Raised a roof.
We appreciate that.
Thank you, Ken. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. So I hope things are calm out there on the ocean this morning. I don't think they were going to go too far out. But when I was watching radar this morning, all the storms were right off the coast, but they were moving. So hopefully they're having a good day out on the boat already.
Well, a little bit of action in the ocean is actually good for fishing.
Oh, yeah.
It's not good for people. I remember a couple of times us going out the inlet down in Moorhead, and it was no kidding like being in a washing machine. I know I've heard Rayford talk about that. You've got waves coming at you from every angle. They're coming over the bow. It's just bad.
Okay, now this is going to aggravate me. All right.
We have technical difficulties here.
Where is his mic? Okay, maybe that'll work there.
Yeah, just don't
Good.
touch it.
Oh, try not to touch it. So you have any big plans for the weekend?
No, actually, I was counting them. I have 11 days with nothing on my schedule.
What?
I could not believe it. You know how busy I am almost all the
Yes,
time.
You're always on the go.
Well, I had sort of planned on going to Greensboro this week because, I thought, gosh, I have nothing on my calendar. I can't believe this. And then, but Susie my sister has a dental appointment. So I've got to go to Greensboro and pick her up over the weekend, next weekend, and bring her back here for
a
that.
lot of driving.
Yep.
Do you take 40 to 85 to go to Greensboro?
Yes, basically. I
try to
have
avoid
gone some
85.
little back roads
Yes.
thing to 70 and 70 into 40.
I'm going to tell you what, this 70, like I travel a lot to Wilson County and Wayne County. And I have gone that route where I've gone 70.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the new road that they have built, they have that new 7 I-95 super speedway. And then leading into that, they have the I-42, which they are building. And it is supposed to go all the way to Morehead City. So it'll start Morehead City in the east and then travel all the way west. I'm going to tell you, it's a big improvement over going some of this other way that we used to have to go.
It'll be nice when they get that done, because a little bit that I was ziggy-zagging, I just followed my phone for a change.
Right.
One morning, it's a beautiful day. I thought, well, if I get lost, it's not going to be any big deal.
My sister was coming back from New York, and her GPS deterred her because there was a bad wreck.
Yeah.
And so she ended up getting on 795. She goes, I have no clue where I'm at. Fortunately, I was able to tell her exactly where she was at because I've traveled it so much lately.
Yeah.
And it's awesome. It's awesome. And speaking of bypasses, understand the one in Hampstead, they've got a little bit of it complete.
Yeah.
So now when you go, have you been on it yet when you're going south?
I have been on a new bit of it for me, but I don't think it was new, but it was a new way to get into Wilmington.
It's confusing enough. I had not been
Military
to
cutoff. If you take the bypass,
right,
and then you get off on whatever military cutoff's road is, it zips you right through. You don't have all that mess at military cutoff, and it seemed much faster.
Yeah, it used to be when you went 17 south and you got to that Hardee's right before you're going to Wilmington, military cutoff road was to the left. You made a left at the light.
Mm-hmm.
And I had not been there in a couple years. It'd been a while. And this was about a year or two ago. My sister and I decided to go. And I got up there and I got totally confused because of the bypasses and the overpasses. And I'm like, where's the Hardee's? Where's military? But they're doing a lot of work there. They're doing a lot of work. So
yeah, I miss the one thing I miss. There was a really nice upholstery shop that was just before you made the turn at military cutoff that I used to like to stop when I would be doing reupholstering
I used
stuff.
to do a lot of that.
And And I don't even know if it's still there now because I haven't gone that way in so long that I've gone all the way to College Road. You
I
have
don't
to
know.
go to
Once I
College
get to
Road.
Hampstead, I hold my breath until I get to Wilmington.
Oh, yeah.
But you know, the new parkway here in Jacksonville, right off of the Western Extension, they're going to be doing more work on that and extending that.
Oh,
So
wow.
DOT is going to be working on that. That's why you see a lot of stuff right there on Western with the cones, the North Carolina state flower, the orange cones, and yeah, they're going to be doing a lot of work on that. So I'll be anxious to see how that works out. I think it's supposed to dump somewhere on Ramsey Road and Gum Branch Road. And what a change on Gum Branch Road since they lowered the speed limit. It is 45 all the way to Richlands now.
Mhm.
Some drivers have yet to understand it, but it is such a difference. I think it's made a huge difference in traveling to 50 road to Richlands. So
Well,
I like it.
I don't like driving 45 because it's just slow to me because I'm on 24 most of the time or
Right.
17
You're on at 70 miles an hour.
or 70. Yeah.
Mhm.
And, but it was so confusing on Gum Branch because the speed limit changed all the time.
Right.
It was like it was up and down, up and down, up and down.
Mhm.
And I could never figure out if I was up or down. And I would just forget to slow down. So
Well-
I'd be going whipping, a million miles an hour
Right.
all the way down the road.
Well, what's hard for me is used to be you're going to Gum Branch and right you hit the outskirts of Richlands, it would drop down to like 45 then 35 and then going through town. Now it has dropped from 45 to 25.
Oh my gosh.
And you've got those back roads right there in Richlands. It's all 25 now. And that is hard keeping it to 25. And believe it or not, my truck, my cruise control will set to 25. A lot of vehicles won't
Mine
go that
won't.
low,
Yeah.
but it will. And I'll tell you, because I just know Richlands PD is somewhere around that corner waiting for me. So
I know. I hate it because when I need to be even 35, when I need to be doing 35, if you drop just a little bit below
Right.
that, then it kicks off.
right.
The cruise control
yeah.
kicks off. And I'm like, oh my gosh, don't do that.
My goodness. Well, talking about traffic is something that we've not really taken the time to bring up this week. But a couple of weeks ago, it was on July 10th, a crash occurred at the intersection of Western Boulevard, also known as Highway 53. Why, I don't know. But it happened at Western Boulevard and Gateway South. Investigators said that 30-year-old Quentin Antonio Aguirre of Yorktown, Indiana, was walking in the roadway when he was struck by a Jeep Wrangler. Police said the Jeep's driver, Christina Giffrey of Richland, stopped to render aid. While she was assisting him and attending to him, he was hit by a second vehicle, which did not stop at the scene. Police said the vehicle was a box-type truck and pulling an enclosed U-Haul trailer. So the victim was taken to an area hospital where he later died from his injuries. And the Jacksonville Police Department continues to ask for the public's help identifying the second vehicle and the driver. And Jacksonville Police identified the pedestrian head and is asking for any information to contact traffic investigator I. Patterson at 910-938-6402, or you can submit tips to Crime Stoppers, which is 910-938-3273. Crime Stoppers offers cash rewards up to $5,000 for information to be determined if it is valuable to law enforcement. Callers may remain anonymous. Anonymous tips can also be submitted by texting TIP 4CSJAX and a message to 274637. So if you have any information at all, please call the Jacksonville Police Department. And when Lieutenant Smith comes in this morning, maybe we'll ask her if they had any updates on that. But tragic incident. I couldn't even imagine being the young lady that was in the vehicle that first hit him,
Yeah.
because it was nighttime and
Oh, was it
it
night?
was after midnight, and he was walking in the roadway, and she did stop to assist, and then to be there assisting him when another vehicle hit him.
How
Wow.
could it hit him and not her?
I don't know the details. She might have seen him come and jumped out of the way or something, but how horrible can that be?
Yeah.
How horrible. So, if you know any information, please call Jacksonville Police Department or call Crime Stoppers and give them your information. So, anyway, I just wanted to put that out. I meant to put it out earlier this week, but it's just been a crazy week.
Yep.
Crazy week. All that's going on in the world. JD Vance and his wife Ursula had a little baby boy a couple days ago. He's the first VP in office in the last 150 years where a baby was born.
Oh, wow.
And I think one of our callers said earlier that that we know of, Tom. But yeah, congratulations to Vice President
Yeah.
Vance and his wife on their new little baby boy. I think that makes number 4 for them. Yeah, go with it. Go with it.
I
So-
can't imagine being in that position and having a brand new baby.
I know it. All the security detail around you just to go have a baby. I'd be like, everybody can leave the room now.
Yep.
Please leave the room now. Oh my gosh. It sounds crazy, but you are actually the president of a ladies club. Is it still just Carteret or is it Onslow Carteret now?
Well, it's the Crystal Coast
Crystal
Women's
Coast.
Club,
Mm-hmm.
and they changed from the Newcomers Club in Moorhead to Crystal Coast Women's Club because we were attracting more people.
Right.
But we have recently moved so that our main meeting and our lunch, which is our luncheon, monthly luncheon, is now in Cedar Point at
Nice.
the VFW
Oh, yes.
in Cedar Point. Yeah, I'm the president right now. I have one more month, August.
You going to run again?
And my last event, my last luncheon, is our silent auction. And we evidently have 93 items for people.
Can anybody come?
Anybody can come. I ask that you let us know that
Right.
you're coming. You can let me know through your Facebook page if you want to,
Right.
just so that we have a count, because the women fix the lunch every month, different people. It's
Oh,
part
okay.
of their responsibility as members. But yeah, anybody can come. It was a great time last year. We had a great time. It's typically, we have 2 fundraisers now a year. And if we get sufficient funds, we give out about $1,200 to $1,500 in a donation to a charity
That's
in the
nice.
area. And we've given somewhere between 12 and 15 the last 3 years, I think.
So what do you do with the ladies club? I mean, what do the ladies club actually do?
Well, it's it's a social club more than anything else.
Right.
It's an opportunity for, since it used to be Newcomers Club, it's an opportunity for people to meet other women and just have lunch with them once a month. Although we have a whole bunch of what we call interest groups. We have book clubs, we have garden groups, we have a new travel group, we have, you name it. Bowling, we have bowling.
I love bowling.
Yeah.
I used to
and-
bowl all the time. It's been a long, long time.
Yeah.
I probably would not be good at it right now.
Well, they don't care. Evidently, they don't care. So a lot of people also belong to the subgroups. And I do the garden group, and we've got 23 members that are members of the garden group. And we do gardening things once a month, or, this or that. So there's a lot of opportunities in the big group to meet and socialize with people, and in small units with people who have common interests.
Right.
Or sometimes some of the garden people don't know a thing about gardening.
Right.
They just like the people that go to the garden group.
Oh,
So
that's
they
pretty
show
cool,
up and they're
yeah.
learning stuff. They're going,
So ladies,
I'm learning
this sounds like a great group. I think I might check it out. Hopefully, well, I've got what is this? July, August, September, October. I've got 3 more months of a lot of traveling and
Yeah.
other things to do and meetings and stuff. So after November 3rd, things should calm down.
Yeah.
and I'll have more time on my hands. But I think I might just come check it. And next month is the big auction.
Yep. August.
Do I have to fight you for everything? She is the queen of auctions. She is the queen of auctions. She sees something that she wants. She puts her name down there. And then every time you turn around, where's Robbie? She's back checking to see who else has been on there.
That's the way the
raising
auction
it up
was.
$1,
Yep.
$2, $3. You're not going to win against Robbie. I think the first time I ever bought an auction item was at the Salvation Army cooking contest.
Right.
And I know the only reason why I won that over you is because you felt sorry for me. But you had gotten like 3 or 4 other
Yeah, I did.
clean
I
the
did.
house.
Well,
Clean
and a
the
lot of
house.
times I only want one thing that's in the basket or the whatever it is.
Right.
I want one thing. So I'll redonate.
That's where I got this one. I got 2 of them in the basket I bought.
Yep. So I redonate. And
That's
this
good.
past time at their auction, I looked for things that I could use at my auction. There might be something in it that I was going to take out or something I could put into it more of something.
Right.
So I do that too a lot to try to raise money.
I know. I can remember those past contests and you auctioning, bidding on those auctions and loading up your car. I'm like, my gosh, did you bid on everything? But yeah, you the auction lady. I don't even try to go up against you.
Well, and I have a budget when I go in that because it's a donation
right.
to the organization.
Exactly.
And so that's it. I
Yes.
have a ceiling and I'll only go so much total.
Right.
And but I figure it's a donation. So I will sometimes up some of the things that I don't really want just to
Right.
get other people to bid higher so the organization can get more money.
Yeah. Oh, it's a good thing. It's always for a good cause.
Yep.
And I'm sure they appreciate that. So, well, I wonder what it's actually like on the ocean this morning. Rayford and some of his friends, in case you're watching and wondering where's Rayford, so Rayford and some of his friends are actually fishing in a tournament this morning, as he has done many times. But, like Rayford likes to say, he likes to go for a boat ride, carries a fishing pole just because. If the fish are hungry and the guys start catching fish, then they can claim the fame for being good anglers. Do you ever get fish stories when he comes home?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But I know because he tells me, fishermen lie.
Yeah. Like, you just see the one that got away was this big and blah, blah, blah.
So I just sit there and
Mhm.
laugh at him.
Yep. I understand. Yep. Yeah, we're good. Anyway, the marine forecast is looking better than it was earlier this week. It was really rough the last couple of days. Today out to 60 nautical miles, southwest winds 10 to 15 knots, seas 3 to 4 feet, with a chance of showers and thunderstorms. Tomorrow, oh my goodness. Tomorrow, do you know which knob that is? Oh, we got a little bit of interference with another radio. Hang on just a second. Okay. Yeah. Don't forget to take your headphones off. They're wired, and sometimes you get the habit of getting up and walking away and then getting caught back. Let me see. No, it's that one right below your left hand, right there. Go up. That one right there. There you go. There's 2 knobs. It should be the one to the left. You got it. I think that's good. And that was my fault because I forgot to turn it down this morning. Anyway, Saturday we're looking at west winds 5 to 10 knots, increasing 10 to 15 knots in the afternoon, seas 3 to 4 feet, showers with a chance of thunderstorms. Sunday, north winds 10 to 15 knots, seas 3 to 4 feet, showers with a chance of thunderstorms in the morning, then a chance of showers in the afternoon. On land, today, showers and possibly a thunderstorm. Some of the storms could produce heavy rainfall. High near 85, calm wind becoming south around 5 miles per hour in the afternoon. Tonight, showers and possibly a thunderstorm, low around 69. Saturday, showers and thunderstorms before 1 p.m., with some of the storms producing heavy rainfall with a high near 83. And Sunday, mostly sunny, yay, with a high near 88, winds 3 to 6 miles an hour. So it looks like Sunday things will start clearing out a little bit. And then I was looking at the 10-day forecast, and it looks like we may have some more rain coming in next week. But that's next week. Things could change. We know how the weather does.
Well, as long as it rains sporadically here and there, because we still have, I'm sure we have a drought deficit.
Yes, we do, and we've not yet reached it. But the weather forecasters have been talking a total of 3 to 4 inches of rain for this area. Doesn't mean everybody will get that much.
Yeah.
But they're looking at a total downfall through Sunday morning. So hopefully that will help a lot. I've not heard any reports of localized flooding. Have you?
No, and we get it because the end of our road,
Yes.
it floods that little
Yes.
space right in front of Jerry's house that goes across
Mr.
the road.
Pelletier's house down, and he's got his house. The yard comes down. It inclines
He's got
down,
part of the creek.
and he's got part of the creek. And so I can remember back last year when we had heavy rainfall, and that was all flooded there.
Yep.
Yeah.
It will flood.
And you have to be very careful driving through waters like that, because a foot of water it'll take your vehicle with it.
Yeah. And it's usually moving pretty fast too.
Yes.
It's not just like sitting there.
Well, I got the morning report from the Onslow County Amateur Radio Club with our weather spotters.
All right.
Joe in Swansboro, he reported in 76 degrees, 99% humidity, pressure at 30.08, winds out of the west at 3 miles an hour with 0.60, a little over half an inch of rain. Joe, same Joe, out of Swansboro, he reported no report for MRI this morning. He wasn't going out, so I can't blame him. James in Bladenboro had 80 degrees, 30.01 pressure, and winds out of the south-southwest at 8 miles an hour. And Michael in Crewe, Virginia, reported in 68 degrees and cloudy. I'd take 68.
That even the thought of that cools me off.
I know, me too. And Ward out of Cedar Point, our friend Ward, 79.7 degrees temperature, 90% humidity, barometric pressure at 30.15, winds out of the south at 5 miles an hour, and he wins the rain award at 2.20 inches he got over the last 24 hours.
Wow.
And then we have Ken. Oh, I thought you were Ken, the sourdough man. I've taught him a lot about a lot of his cooking. I've got to get over one day. Him and his wife, they cook all the time. Ken in Onslow Bay, he had 75.9 degrees, 94% humidity, and 0.60 in the rain gauge. And then we had Dale in Riverbend, 75.4 degrees temperature, 98% humidity, barometric pressure at 30.08, and he had 1 inch of rain in his rain gauge. And then there's me, out of the Woodlands, which is part of Northwoods, 75 degrees out, 96% humidity, barometric pressure at 30.08. Winds out of the west, very, very calm, and I had 1.06 inches of rain. And here at the studio in Country Club, 76 degrees, 99% humidity, pressure at 30.01, 0 winds, and 0.28 in the rain gauge, which he finally got his rain gauge cleaned out because he kept showing 000.
Yep.
So
That's what I was showing you.
Right. So
I know we had about
Right.
a quarter of an inch.
yeah, but yesterday I had a pretty good downfall of rain, so I was happy with that. Happy. But I know Jacksonville Public Safety put out a post the other day. Let me see if I can find it real quick. They were talking about driving through water and flood areas. And I have to go back off our page to find it. And it was really, really good information about driving through water. So I think that's something that we all need to heed to and to be careful of.
Particularly if
And
you have an electric vehicle.
Yeah, electric. That's a good question. What do you do if it's an electric vehicle? How deep can you go? Does anybody know?
Yeah, I don't. I know nothing about an engine. I've never looked inside one.
Right, right. Oh, here it is right here. It says rain and more rain is forecasted for the next few days. This means there could be low lying areas in the city with the potential to flood. And I know there are spots on Gumber Road that flood real quick.
Hmm.
But the National Weather Service is saying 1 to 2 inches per hour expected at times. Be careful if you see a flooded roadway. Don't try to drive through. Turn around and find an alternate route, which is very, very, very good information because I know, as we've seen in the past, especially when we had a couple, was a hurricane. When was that? Was it Florence? We had a lot of flooding around here, and a lot of
Hmm.
people driving into water.
Yep.
Jacksonville police is also attempting to locate a 15-year-old by the name of Edward McNeil, who was last seen leaving his residence in the area of Belfork on foot on the morning of Wednesday, July 15th at approximately 6:45 a.m. He was last seen wearing a black hoodie with navy blue sweatpants and is approximately 5'3", 130 pounds. If you've seen Edward or know of his whereabouts, please contact the Jacksonville Police Department at 910-455-4000 or Detective Butler at 910-938-5034. And there's a reference case number. You can always go to the Jacksonville Police Department Facebook page or social media and get more information on that. But I really, really hope that they find him and he returns safely to home. 15 is way too young to be out on your own. Way too young. So,
Yeah.
anyway, it's been I hate to say the Q word, a pretty Q word week so far in the town. So hopefully we will continue that through the weekend. I don't know if you heard about this. We were talking about the weather. And, when there's so much hot weather and very little rain, tree roots shrink
Hmm.
and they loosen, as witnessed by what happened to me last year when I had 3 trees behind my fence property fall into my yard.
Yep.
They were my responsibility to get them up. So they were on the edge of a ditch bank, and it was so dry. And many dollars later, finally got the trees out of the yard. But this is a story out of Tennessee. It was a couple died when a tree fell on their car during severe weather, and this was in Franklin on July 19th. Neighbors had raised concerns about the rotted tree with the property owner months before the incident, and the Tennessee Highway Patrol is leading an investigation into the fatal incident. A Tennessee couple was killed after a tree fell into their vehicle during severe weather as they drove home from dinner. The victims were identified as Georgette Arena, 62, and Stephen Lindstrom, 69.
Mm.
That is so sad. And something that worries me a lot when I'm out driving some of these roads, like when you're going 258 from Richlands to Kinston,
Hmm.
which I call K-Town. There's a lot of wooded areas, and I have driven through there like during tropical storms,
Hmm.
and the trees are like bending over the roadway.
Yep.
And after we've had a period of rain like this, you need to be absolutely careful with where you're going and not parking under trees. And I'm just waiting for more trees to go down in my backyard from the ditch, the city side of the ditch.
Well, we've had rain now, so
Yes.
maybe if we have rain periodically, the trees will be less.
Likely to fall.
Yeah, there you go. Less likely
Right.
to go over.
Right. I can remember when we had Bertha and Fran back in 96, I think it was.
Hmm.
And we had gone through such a dry spell. And then we went through a really rainy spell. And it rained and it rained and it rained. And a lot of the tree roots had loosened. And then Bertha and Fran came along. We had a lot of down trees
Yep.
after those 2 storms, the 2 hurricanes.
Yeah, I think the one that's leaning out in the back of our
Right.
lot, the one that everybody always complains about. I think that went over during one of those
Oh,
storms.
wow.
It's leaning against
Yes.
another tree. I
Oh.
mean, it's kind of like there, but it's not going to hit anything. I mean, it's at such an angle that even if it fell down, it's not going to hit anything at all. No property, at least.
Right, right. Yeah, it's something to watch out for. But at least we didn't have a lot of winds with all this rain
Yeah.
because the winds make it messy trying to clean up. And I know a lot of people that weren't able to mow the yards before all this rain started are going to have to set those blades high on your mower. You do get a
Yep.
chance to mow.
Well, I've only mowed, I push mow the inside
Right.
of the fence. I've only mowed twice. And it was so high the first time that I mowed because I didn't have a chance to get outside and do it
Right.
that I had to put the blade up on like 5,
Oh
I
my
think.
gosh.
Yeah.
That is high.
And I trimmed it off because I
Right.
didn't want to kill it. And then in about a week and a half, 10 days, I cut it again on 4. And so that was great. But that's the last time I've cut it. And I keep walking out there and looking around, and it's like it's not ready to be cut again. Maybe with all this rain now it will be, but
Have you been have you been watching any of the Senate race in North Carolina?
no.
Well, things are starting to heat up. Stuff's starting to sling. I noticed yesterday on a news story, Michael Watley had actually gone to the NASCAR race this past Sunday in
Mhm.
Willsboro,
Mm-hmm.
and he did a commercial from there and did some PR from there. And I noticed yesterday on social media there was a slam against Roy Cooper from the Watley campaign, and it showed Roy Cooper sitting in a glass end booth at the racetrack, and the other side is saying no, he was not there, and you know, besides, at race time, at the start time, he would have been home in bed. So it is starting to show. What the latest poll in this is showing that Wally's creeping up there. He's creeping up there. And Cooper, at the beginning, he had like 11 to 14 point poll points over
Mhm.
Watley.
Yeah.
It's down to 4-point lead
Oh
now.
wow.
So this is going to be an interesting. This North Carolina race is going to be one of the most expensive in across the
Yeah.
United States.
I have seen and heard some of the sniping. I call it sniping
Oh,
back and forth.
Sniping is normal. Sniping is,
That's
and I noticed that the local NAACP had put out a flyer
Mm-hmm.
talking about who was running and that you need to vet your candidates, which is great. But I noticed their information on the flyer was incorrect. They had put those candidates for the primary. And of course, after the primary, you're down to just who's actually
Right.
going to be on the November ballot.
Right.
And it happens, I'm sure. They just pulled the wrong information. But yeah, I will agree with them that you need to vet all candidates. And if they're local candidates, if you have a question, you don't know where to go, you can call us. We'll direct you to who you need to talk to. We'll give you the phone number for the candidate. And I hope to have soon some of the Democratic candidates come into our
Right.
studio because we want to be open and fair to everyone.
Mhm.
And so if you're running for a public office and you'd like to come on the show, let us know. You can send a message to our Facebook page. You can call me. You can talk to the Democratic chairman. She knows me.
Right.
And we'll make it work. And because we do want to hear from everyone. The 2026 races aren't like the presidential race. You don't have a lot of people on the ballot, but yet it's important to know who you do have on the ballot,
Right.
especially with your judges. And like I had asked Rayford one time, I said, when you were much younger and you had to go in to vote, when you got to the judges, did you know who was who? Did you know anything about them? You didn't know who to pick. And it said
Yep.
pick 1 out of 3. You just hit a name.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've learned over the years to research all that stuff. And of
Mhm.
course, working in with different political organizations, I've learned a lot more than what somebody, a normal person across the street or somebody would know. And now they put the R and the D or the U next to, these candidates' names. So a lot of people, if you're Republican, they're going to vote Republican regardless. Democrat, same,
Yep.
unaffiliated. So
Yep.
know your people, but don't forget we do have general election coming up in November, and we need everybody to come out and vote.
Yep.
Come out and vote.
We had, and we had for Carteret County, someone from the Board of Elections just came in and spoke
Very
at our
nice.
luncheon
Very nice.
about, new ways of doing things, kind of what
we may
things
have to
look
get them
like.
to come to Onslow.
Yeah. They reminded us, however, that they always need pollsters.
Yes.
They always need people to work the polls.
Yes.
And,
Poll judges.
and I reminded our women's club that much like an organization or anything else, we cannot continue to have a democracy in this country
right.
if we don't have people to support the election process.
Right.
Regardless of what party you're affiliated with, people have got to be there to support everybody's voting and all of the things that are necessary to do that. So if you are inclined, you might get a hold of somebody at the Board of Elections and let them know that you're interested in working.
I would tell you, like I went there yesterday because I had to turn in some financial reports for a candidate. Well, he's sitting elected now, but they are the nicest people at the Board of Elections. They're friendly. If they have a question, they'll ask you right then and there. You work it out. And so they're there to help. So if you have questions, feel free to call.
Yep.
I'll go down there if you have to.
They just can't answer questions about candidates.
Right. They can't. They cannot take
There
sides.
have to be by.
They have to stay.
Out of the election.
Out of the elections, but they are there to help you
with the process.
That's right. And if you have questions about your registration, you can go on North Carolina Voter Search. Just key in your bar on your computer, NC Voter Search.
Right.
It'll take you right to the link. It's not like it used to be before where you had to put www.blah-blah-blah.gov or org or whatever. You can just put in what you're looking for and find it. But you can check your voter application, your voter registration, and make sure that, the party that you're associated with is correct. Your address is correct,
right.
which is extremely important.
Yep.
And all your information is good. You can even check out your voter history. And as we get closer to elections, there is a place on that where it'll say, your ballot. You click on that and it'll bring up your personalized ballot. Because who I might have on my ballot is not who you have on your ballot. I'm not sure which NC House district you live in.
Municipalities or something?
No, this is like congressional. Onslow County is all congressional 3, with the exception of a little spot in Swansboro City. Downtown has moved over to congressional 1. So their ballot's going to be different from mine.
Right.
And my North Carolina House representative is Phil Shepard. I think yours may be Wyatt Gable. See, so your ballot is going to differ a little bit from mine because the House seats here in Onslow County are divided into 3: Carson Smith, Phil Shepard, and Wyatt Gable. But we only have one senator, and that's our favorite senator, Mike Lazzara. So we'll all have him on our ballots.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's something you might want to consider now. During early voting, they do have same day where you can go in and register or make changes on your voting ballot, and they'll record everything and get you straightened out. But it's important to know during early voting, which we don't have the locations yet. I checked yesterday. They've not been announced yet. You can go to any one of those locations to vote during early voting. On election day, you have to go to the poll that represents your area.
Right.
So I would go to the Catalyst Church on election day, you would go. Do you go to Bryn Mawr Fire Department? Is that where you go?
I think
It
so.
used to be at the church off of Pine Valley Road.
Yeah.
And now it's the fire department.
Yep.
Yeah, that's where you would go. You can't come to mine. I can't come to
Yep.
yours. None of us can go to the Commons on voting day. That's not our precinct. So, and there are a lot of people. Like when I work the polls, especially on election day,
Mm-hmm.
and we all like to go to the Commons and work for a little while because it's a big parking lot. You have places to park, big sidewalk, meet a lot of people, talk to a lot of people, nice bathrooms inside. And so all of us love working there. Well, you'd be surprised how many people come up there and they're at the wrong poll
Mm-hmm.
because it's election day. There's 24 precincts, 24 polling places in Onslow County on election day. And you have to go to the one that corresponds to where you live. So
Yep.
you can check that too. Other than that, I'll be so glad when November comes and it's over with.
People are always fussing about the process and how
Yes.
things are working and this and that. And I don't know exactly all the ins and outs, but I know that a lot of what happens is dictated by the state.
Right.
The local municipalities and all don't have
Mhm.
a lot of say in how they do it or what the hours are or things like that.
Right.
Some things they do. So if you have questions, you might want to ask somebody at the Board of Elections why they do it that way, or if it's something that they could change or that
Right.
you could suggest a change for.
Well, I've brought this up before and we'll bring it up again. I think they need to move all municipal elections in Onslow County to the even years and have them on the same ballot with those running for the general election or for the presidential election because you will save a lot of money. And you'll have a better voter turnout because in the city, I think that you have about 86,000 people last I looked that are eligible to vote because they live in the city limits and only about 4,000 turn out for the election. So
Yeah.
I think, and I really do think they should move the municipal. A lot of towns have done that. Pink
Mhm.
Hill did it. I think Cary, somewhere up around there, they've done it. And it would save the taxpayers a lot of money
Yeah.
to move it. That's just my opinion, my thought. I know that Lenore County, Kinston was talking about putting in a resolution to our state legislators
change.
about changing it. So, and Tom, he said he'll be at the Centerview Baptist Church on Piney Green Road on election day. He works it every single election day. He's out there.
Mm.
Yes, and what do you think about early voting? He said they need to get rid of early voting. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, as somebody who was commuting an hour each way to work for 20 years, early voting was helpful because I didn't have to beat the clock to get back.
Right.
I mean, there were other ways that I could have voted, but I've always liked voting in person.
Right.
And so it was good for me. And honestly, with the numbers of subdivisions popping up between here and Swansboro and Moorhead and, here in Wilmington, I think we have a larger commuter population. And I think
so too.
that's the population that benefits from that.
Right.
And I don't know how you deal with that. I don't know if there's a better way to do it.
I'm all for early voting, but I'm for knocking it down to 1 week prior to voting day.
I don't think
I
it
don't think
needs
we
to be
need 15
forever.
15 days. It's a waste.
If I knew when early voting was and that I needed to get it done during that period of time, then I would do it.
There we have a guest getting ready to come in the door, and Shockwave is like, oh yeah. Oh, she bring another one in? Uh-oh, I bet Lucy. Oh, we have a little one. Oh, well, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
We're well. How are you?
You brought your pretty baby in?
I did.
Oh,
Shocky, be sweet.
well, that's nice. Yeah, I'm all for knocking it down to like only a week. I think because if you've ever
Yeah.
been out working early voting at the polls, is dead. You don't see many people at all. You're welcome to come over and sit.
Well, you need so many more volunteers
Yes,
too
yes.
to do it.
I mean, sometimes you go an hour before anybody even shows up to vote. So I think really that we need to knock it down to not be 14, 15 days. That's a lot of money that the county. Oh, Tom says we need to make election day a holiday. You think we can make it a holiday? I'm all for that. Didn't they used to do that back in the day? I don't remember. Tom, wasn't election day? No, that was the day that was considered your employer had to give you off to go vote. So somebody sleepy. Lieutenant Smith brought in her little one. She's so adorable. She's sleepy.
I can't believe how big she is.
I know it. Yeah, it seemed like it was not that long
I know.
ago. Not that long ago.
Since I'm not working anymore, time has like.
Talk. All right.
Yes.
Okay.
Are you working?
Just
Got
want to
it?
make sure they're not too loud.
We're doing testing. Sorry out there.
All right. Well, usually I give the guests the wired ones, but
I can move
no,
these
no,
down.
no. You're fine because you've already set yours for. Here you go. They're all set up, ready to go.
Perfect.
The volume is on the right hand side. It's either top or bottom, and the other's tuning. So in case you get knocked off, but welcome into the studio. We have Lieutenant Vanessa Smith with the Jacksonville Police Department, and we love having her. It's our favorite, especially Rayford's, because your husband's a fisherman too, and that's where he took off today. He took off today to go fishing.
He left you guys here.
Yeah.
Can you believe that?
Well, and
Let
I
me
had
turn
to
your
get
mic.
up at 4.
Let me see.
So
That is
I may
the
fall
pink.
asleep in the next hour.
Yeah, he always asks me about the fishing, so I will say the fishing's getting better. New burn is getting better. Other than that, the fish are in the water.
Good,
They are.
good.
Well, we were commenting earlier. We were laughing
The
about
stories.
the fact that when you come in, Rayford spends most of his time talking about fishing.
He
getting
does.
you to talk about fishing.
He
and
does.
you never get to
Alicia-
what you need to be talking about.
At least she'll
does,
get to
he
talk
does.
about fishing. I mean, about running with the law and National Night Out coming up. Which I said I've got to call Mr. Good. What's his name?
Guzman?
Gooseman. Yes,
Oh, yes.
and talk to him because I have applications for 3 booths right now, and I need to talk to him about some things on them because I'm not sure what price range I'm looking at. 2 of them are government officials,
Mhm.
and one of them's a nonprofit.
Okay.
So I got to talk to him and get all that straightened
Okay.
out.
I'll give you his sergeant's information too before we leave. He'll
Okay.
probably be the easiest to get a hold of.
Yeah,
'Cause I know
okay.
Guzman's a busy man.
Aren't you all? You're
Yes, we
off
are.
today?
I am off today.
Good, good, very good. And as I just stated, Vanessa Smith, she's a lieutenant with Jacksonville Public Safety Office. And she's who we like to bring in when we get ready to talk about special events coming up.
Yeah.
And the first thing you have coming up is running with the law.
We do.
And
We-
when is that?
It is August the 4th, and it's going to be downtown at the train depot.
Oh, yeah.
It's last year we changed it to like the normal National Night Out
Right.
day, that first Tuesday in August.
Thank you so much.
Yes. We're excited to have it down there again because last year it was a really big hit. We had 500 runners,
Oh, wow.
which was the
Really?
most we've ever had. Our average range was like 350 to 400. And then last year people just came out because I think they wanted to enjoy the cooler weather,
Yeah.
a different scenery, because that downtown is just so pretty,
It is.
especially
It
being able to
is.
run by the new river. Like that's really
So
nice.
how far is the run for this?
Sure. So we have 3 different options. We have the 1 mile fun run, a 5K, and a 10K option.
Do you have a half a mile walkathon?
We've got the 1 mile. You can
Yes.
go as far as
Yes.
you want, or
That's pretty
Um,
cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
it's really
I'm
good.
trying to envision 500 people in that tiny downtown area
Oh yes.
going. Do they
Yeah.
all start at the same time?
We kind of stagger them. So
Stagger
like,
'em
yeah,
up.
the 10Ks will go
that's good.
first, then
Yeah,
the 5Ks and the 1 milers.
Yeah.
But yeah, last year it was an adventure. We didn't have enough medals. We didn't have enough shirts because
Really?
we didn't expect that many people.
Wow.
And like the week before the race started, everybody signed up. So We had to like back in like mail people their medals and T-shirts. So this year we've planned for that. So hopefully it won't be a problem this year.
Oh, good.
Very good.
Yeah.
And that was on August 4th,
Yes, ma'am.
but National Night Out is actually October 10th.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much for moving that. Thank you. I loved always having a booth out there, but I dreaded the heat because it
Yeah.
was always the hottest day of the year.
Sure was.
And I know a lot of communities have changed theirs to October.
Yep.
A lot of states, but then as you move further north, they kind of kept theirs, as
Yeah.
it was, because in October they would have snow.
Yeah.
Well, they and everybody else who's ever done anything in September, August,
in North
and
Carolina.
realize that we need to move to October. So
Yeah.
now you can't find a day
Right.
in October.
I know.
to do
Yeah,
anything.
those weekends
October
suck.
10th,
That's
National Night Out, which is going to be on a Saturday this year
Mm-hmm.
at the Commons,
Yep.
which I love that. There's lots of parking.
Yep.
It's the same day I have like 3 events that day.
Yeah.
So trying to decide who's going to work what event. But going back to running with the law now,
Sure.
is this free or is there a fee?
There is a fee, so depending on what race you sign up for, depends on the fee. So like the 1 mile is $25, the 5K I believe is $40, and the 10K is $50.
And what does the police department do with the money raised for this?
Sure. All the monies that we raise for this event go straight to the Special Olympics, because we know that law enforcement has a really close relationship with the North Carolina, Special Olympics, and we Jacksonville Police Department have a really close relationship with them. So this
That's
race has
great.
always gone to give and to donate to them.
Well, how does one register for it? How do they contact you? What do they do?
Sure. They go to runsignup.com and just put in running with the law, and it'll pop right up and they
Oh, I
can sign up
remember
there.
that now. Yeah. I
Yeah.
remember
Law
that.
enforcement, if you're listening, you get to run for free. So sign up. We encourage them to run in uniform.
Really?
So
Full uniform?
full-
Gun belt and everything?
yeah,
I know. I'm sitting.
That's
there going,
heavy.
Whoa!
it is very heavy. I did it many, many years when I was a little bit younger. I would change my shoes. That was the only thing that I would change.
Wow. How about the fire department? They come out in their full gear?
We've had them come out before with like just wearing the pants.
Oh, come
Um,
on now, guys.
so-
you can do better.
Yeah, so we'll see if any of them come out this year.
Oh, that'll be
So,
nice.
yeah.
That'll be nice. And what time does this start?
So we'll have opening ceremonies at 6, and
In the
then
morning?
6 p.m.
Oh, okay.
p.m. Yeah, we moved it to the evening run to make it a little
Okay.
bit cooler in August.
Nice.
And then the race itself kicks off at 6:30 p.m.
All right. All right.
So,
And that's on August 4th.
sure is.
Okay. So runsignup.com
That's it.
to sign up for it. If you have
Mhm.
any questions, I'm sure if you call the non-emergency line.
Please call the non-emergency.
Yes. I called the other day about something and they ended up giving me on dispatch. Anyway, we got it all worked out.
Oh,
Nice
good,
people
good.
though.
Good.
Very, very efficient, great people. And then I ended up talking to Sarah.
Good.
So anyway, okay, so tell us about National Night Out, which is going to be a much cooler night. Thank
Yes. I think we're all excited about the cooler weather.
you. Yes.
But National Night Out, you can sign up as a vendor. Like if people are already looking to sign up for those spots, they are open. You just go to the Jacksonville cities, like our government website,
Right.
and you search in that bar, and it'll pop right up for the vendor
I
application.
think I have paperwork here where I started filling it out last night because
Yeah.
I don't want to wait till last minute. I think the
Definitely.
cutoff is September.
Yeah, they usually cut it off about a couple weeks before
couple
the
weeks
event
be-
starts.
Before that's right.
Yeah,
yes.
so they can start putting people in places
Yes.
and notifying, getting passes, and all that good stuff.
Right. Yeah, I started filling it out, but I have too many questions, and so I need to talk to somebody, which I will.
Yeah, I'll give you
call
Sergeant
them.
Bloomfield's
Thank
name.
you so much. But non-emergency phone number 455-4000.
You
Is that
got it.
Tom? It's 910-455-4000. I'll put that on here, and I expect some help from you, Tom. Tom is always good about coming out to help for good causes. So, okay, he wants to know what it is. So this year is going to be at the Commons Recreational Center,
Mhm.
which I love, love, love. And there possibly may be a light show afterwards
Oh, that
at
is.
the ending.
I'm not sure about that. I'm not on the committee for National Night Out.
Okay.
Because I know in the past we've always had fireworks, and that's a little harder to do in the Commons because you need
Right.
all the space around
Oh,
the fireworks.
yes.
So I'm sure they have something creative up their sleeve.
All right. So, Tom, I'm putting this number on here right now for you. What can some of the people expect? What can people expect going out? Who all will you have there? I know you have a lot of law enforcement.
We do. So National Night Out, we'll have a lot of law enforcement set up with their cars so the kids can look in the cars, sit on the motorcycle, things of that nature. We'll also have community members, nonprofits, different community groups for people to meet and greet and see the resources in our community. So it's about bringing us all together and getting to know the people that live and work in your community. So
All right. There we go. Okay.
they usually have the bicycle giveaway for kids.
That's right,
That's
they
still,
do.
yep, that's still a thing. There's usually some bands that play as well. So it's usually a good old time. I know they're trying to, I don't know if they've gotten it yet, but they've been working really hard with the military to try to get some military vehicles out there too.
Oh, I'm sure because usually National Night Out in the past, I've seen where you've had NCIS, wildlife officers,
Mhm.
officers from other towns within the county, um, uh, of course, our public safety office. And there's been quite a bit of law enforcement
Oh,
out there, a
yeah.
lot, even the base, So
Yeah, we usually
it's
have
always a good turnout. I think
Yes.
Jacksonville has always been just up there in the top as far as their National Night Out going
have been.
nationwide.
Yeah, for because they break it up into like the number, the population of your community, and that's how they grade you. So we've always done really
You've
well in our
always gotten
population
great
group.
grades, great
So,
grades.
yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
and you'll have food trucks out there. Do you know?
Oh yeah, there'll be
Yes.
some food trucks. We'll actually have some food trucks at Running with the Law too.
Oh,
We've never had some food trucks. We've had coffee trucks before, but
Right.
we'll have some food trucks out there at the run. So if you're coming, you can come and eat there too.
and thank you, Jacksonville City
Yeah.
Council,
Support
for approving
personnel.
food trucks.
Yeah, so yeah, support local.
Yes, so that'll be great.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of some of the other stuff. And you'll have, I think like you said, you'll have some entertainment
Mhm.
that's still being worked out. But so if you want to be a vendor, and now there is not, vendors can go out there, but from what I was reading, they can't be selling their goods.
Correct.
Food vendors are different.
Correct.
But if you're a vendor, like say you're in the jewelry business, you can't be out there selling your stuff.
That is correct.
And you need to have a theme. And I think a good theme for National Night Out would be Back the Blue. So that's kind of some of the themes that you're looking at. So
Yeah.
if you put a booth out there, decorate it.
Yeah.
Let's
We're here to have a good time.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's always a good time at National Night Out.
Yeah.
A lot of people come through
A
there.
lot of people.
And I think with it being at the recreation center, that it's going to produce even more. Because I think you moved it there,
we moved it there last
but
year.
it rained out.
It rained out. Yeah.
It rained out. Yes, I
So,
remember.
Yeah, and then I think even the backup date rained out too. So
Yes.
So this year they've hopefully
Yeah,
we
this
won't have
year
that
is
problem.
October 10th, and the rain date is October 17th,
Yep.
which is the following week. So you got it covered.
Yeah,
You got
they're
it
they're
covered.
working right along to
Yeah.
get it done. So
So, anything else happening? Any other events coming up?
not that I'm aware. I know they just had a couple like Tipicop events and stuff, but
Yes.
I think we're all just gearing up for Running with the Law coming up in less than 2 weeks. So
Gotta
last
sign
time,
up. I
Oh,
can't
wow.
run anymore like I used to. I'd have to walk. I can walk a mile. Come on, Robbie.
yeah,
Let's go.
you guys can do a mile.
We can go out there and do a mile.
Yeah,
A mile.
Yes, we can walk a mile. Can't
If I
we?
did it slow, I could do it.
I'll do it
Yeah.
slow with you. That'd give me an excuse to even go slow.
you're still gonna get a shirt. You're
Yeah.
still gonna get a medal. So you'll get all the fun things.
We should go do it.
Yeah.
And it's
It's a
6
good time.
o'clock. All right, I'm gonna put it on the calendar, and then we'll talk about it. And
Okay.
wait a minute,
Yeah, I'll try it.
August 4th. I should be in town. Yeah, I'll be
Yeah.
here.
Well, I
Yeah,
finally finally popped my little toe back into place.
Oh my gosh.
So that's not bothering me.
We sit here
anymore.
when we're
That's
not
good.
on air talking about, yeah, this one's hurting this morning. And yeah, I woke up and my eyelid was down over my eye, and
Well, I thought I had
it's rough
broken it.
getting-
It had
oh,
been
no.
hurting for so long. And
Oh,
then
I
yesterday,
remember,
Rayford
yeah.
called on his way in, and I stepped down and saw stars. I
Oh,
mean,
no.
no kidding. It
Oh,
was like,
no.
oh my God. But then it was fine. I went, that little sucker was just out of joint.
Right.
Well, I'm glad it feels better.
That's like while we have
Those
while we
toes
have
hurt.
Lieutenant Smith in here, let's talk a little bit about you. How long have you been with Jacksonville Public Safety?
Oh my. I've been there almost 19 years.
19.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yes.
you don't
A long
even
time.
look like you could have been there 19.
Oh,
So
thank
you
you.
started off as a patrol officer?
I did. I started as a patrol officer and I actually had a few years experience in South Carolina when I came here, married a Marine and kind of ended up here. But
Now, were you in the service yourself? No,
Mhm.
but you married a Marine.
I did.
I'm a Marine brat, so
Mhm.
we're all related somehow to the Marine Corps
Yeah.
that live here. But so you ended up, you were in what part of South Carolina?
I grew up in Lexington County.
Oh, okay.
So
Do you ever watch that On Patrol Live on the weekends?
I don't. I get enough of it.
I know you do.
Oh, shit.
There is one reason why I brought it up is there's one county in South Carolina called Richland County.
It's right next door to us.
Really?
Hmm.
What was your county as crazy as what their county is?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, not quite as bad. But yeah, I've known a few of the deputies that are on that too. So
Really?
Yeah.
My favorite is Danny Brown. I can't help it. I just love Danny Brown. And my brother and sister-in-law live in that county.
okay,
And she won a ride along with Danny.
that's cool.
But then COVID came, and I kept saying, I don't mind. Give me your ticket. But she still has that ticket. Yeah, so maybe someday. Maybe someday.
There you go.
I would love
Fun.
to. That would be fun. So you ended up getting employed at Jacksonville Public Safety, which is Jacksonville Police Department. So you started off as a patrol officer. And when was your first promotion?
I was actually transferred to the traffic division and
Ugh.
spent 11 years there doing
No.
traffics.
No.
That was my bread and butter. I really love doing that.
Did
you? Yeah.
That's a
So-
lot. I mean, traffic though, you as far as like being a traffic officer, that would place you investigating accidents or wrecks. I
Yes.
should say not accidents, wrecks.
Yes,
And so doing a lot of that.
a lot of math involved.
Yes.
Yeah. So that I did that for 11 years. And while I was back there, I promoted up to corporal. And then in 2021, I promoted to sergeant and came back to patrol.
So are you technically on patrol now?
I am. I'm a lieutenant on patrol now.
Okay, but you do a lot of community service
I
in
do.
between all that.
Yeah. Between my years of doing the run and working in community policing with, like Gooseman and stuff, kind of got into with a lot of community groups and I just continue those relationships
That's
because
great.
I love this.
That's great. Well, we're glad you love it. So what can we do about Western Boulevard? Everybody hates Western.
Oh, Western is a unique
Slow down.
area. Yeah,
Right.
slow down. I mean, that's really it. Be patient. Have a little grace for each other because you get a lot of people that aren't from around here or they come here to visit and they just slow down. Just
Is
slow
it
down,
true that
grace.
somebody actually ran over some of the
I'm sure they
ducks
did. The
not
little
long
geese
ago?
that came across.
Little
yeah.
geese.
Hmm.
what is wrong with people?
Yeah, they're just impatient.
We
Just
talked
slow
about
down.
this morning about the pedestrian that was struck and killed a couple of weeks ago. Have they gotten any information on the second vehicle yet? Are they still looking for the second vehicle?
From what I understand, they're still looking for it. But I haven't talked to Officer Patterson recently, so I'm not sure if he's
Right.
gotten anything else personally.
How tragic. We were talking about
Mhm.
being the woman who struck him first, and she was out trying to give him aid. How tragic that must have been.
Yeah.
I mean, first of all, it's tragic that she was, the whole
Involved in it,
thing,
yeah.
and then trying to help him and something like that occurring where another vehicle came along and then took off. I can't
Yeah.
imagine being that woman.
Yeah, I can either. I mean, I can the things that she has to live with and see over again. So
Right.
hopefully she's
over
getting
and
some
over.
help with that because that's got to be, tragic.
As a police officer,
Traumatic.
thinking back over the years, and this is probably a whole really hard question, in the sense that so many things have happened to you over the years. What was your worst case? Your worst thing you ever had to actually be present at? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's probably quite a few of them.
There's quite a lot that come to
That
mind.
you want to talk about.
I don't want to talk about.
I'm sure PTSD here. I shouldn't even probably talk about it.
I know.
That's all right. That's all right.
What are some of the let's go good. What are some of the craziest things that you've ever encountered? The funniest.
Oh, the
We'll go there.
funniest. I had a gentleman once tell me his name was Jesus and offered to do some creative things to me in the backseat of my patrol car. And
Jesus.
I said, oh,
Jesus.
I don't think we're gonna do that. I don't think
Yes.
my husband would like that. There's the commandments and stuff. And
Right.
he said, well, I'm Jesus. I can make my own rules. I said, I don't think that's how it works, sir. And I quickly drove away because I was like, this just happened.
Oh my God. Be some
yeah.
crazy people out there.
Oh,
Imagine.
yeah.
Have you been involved with a lot of domestic calls?
Oh, yeah.
Those are the
Unfortunately.
worst, aren't they?
Unfortunately, they are, especially in the house. And,
Right.
that's who you really feel sorry for because
Right.
they're in the middle of all of it.
Imagine those are
Yeah.
really hard to have to deal with. But anybody have any questions for Lieutenant Smith? Call in at 910-333-0139. I'm sure she'll be glad to answer any questions that you have. And don't forget, put it on your calendar, October 10th, National Night Out, and August 4th, Walk with the Law. August
Yeah.
4th, Walk with the Law. And it's for a good cause.
Yeah.
Goes to Special Olympics.
Sure does. And I would like to
Yes.
say our logo this year, this is our last year shirt.
All right.
But it says running with the law. But this year it's got an X mark over we put it running from the law and put an X over the
Oh,
from
I like
and put
that.
with underneath of it. So
Right.
we've changed our logo up just a little bit because, have a little fun in life.
I
So,
like that.
Yeah.
I definitely have to go. Yeah, put it on the calendar, Robbie. I'm going. I want the
Yeah.
shirt. I want the
yeah.
shirt.
And the medal will have that too. I should have brought one with me this morning. But
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
What time is it again?
so
Six-
opening ceremony starts at 6 p.m.
Okay,
That's for walking.
yeah.
and
My
then-
last board meeting is Tuesday the 4th.
Oh wait,
That's kind of important
Tuesday.
too.
Well,
Yeah, I'm giving up my
I think I'm good.
women's club. I'm president right now.
Oh, yeah.
I
Let it
think
go.
I think
Let
I'm
it go.
good for that day, but
Yeah.
I'm
I
definitely
don't
gonna
blame
write
you.
it
Sometimes
down.
we gotta let some things go.
Right.
So,
So now you're a lieutenant. When were you
Mhm.
promoted to lieutenant?
2025.
Yeah,
So a
I
little
knew
over
it
a
was-
year.
Right, right. Right. Because I think the last time you were in, I think you had just been promoted.
Yep. Yeah.
Right.
That last year, yeah, that just would have been promoted. So,
Well, congratulations. Great work.
yeah, it's
Great
fun.
work.
Oh,
And this is your baby. How old is she?
She is 3.
3. Look at there. And what's your name?
You tell them your name. She's shy, but her name is Haley.
Haley. I love it.
Yeah. Haley's our little miracle baby. We
Aw.
went through 16 years of infertility and through the miracle IVF. She's here with us today.
Well, that's wonderful. She's beautiful. Now, she your only one?
She is.
She is beautiful.
Mhm.
Won't be long, Mom. She'll be going to preschool,
I
kindergarten,
yeah,
preschool,
yeah.
kindergarten. They grow
I'm
up
not ready
fast.
for that. Yeah,
No,
She's
they grow up
tall.
so fast.
she is very.
It's
Yeah,
just-
she's tall. Them legs are long.
Mhm.
Oh goodness.
I look back at the years when my daughter was little, and now I have grandchildren that are not little anymore, and I'm like, where did time go?
I tell you, time just stops.
It
At some
does.
point in my life, it just stopped.
Mhm.
Or compressed. I guess compressed is a better word.
Yeah.
It's like, what do you mean that was 10 years ago?
Yeah. I'm like, what do you mean? I've been there for 19 years. How did this happen? There's no way
time
I'm that
goes
old.
fast. Time goes
I know.
fast. Do you work a lot of night shifts now?
I do. We rotate every
You
month.
still rotate. Being a
Mhm.
lieutenant, you still rotate.
Still rotate.
You don't get the Monday through Friday, 8 to
No.
5.
No, that's okay.
Yeah, we trying to get your interim police chief in here.
Chief Weaver.
Yeah, Chief Weaver. How's
Yeah.
that going? Everything good?
Yeah, everything's going good.
Yeah. Well, at least she was part of the department and everybody knew her,
Yeah.
as opposed to bringing somebody in from another state.
Yeah.
That was a shocker to hear that Chief Phelps was leaving so soon. So,
It was a shock to us all.
yeah.
So, but I can't blame the man for like wanting to do better for himself and
More
a bigger
money,
agency,
a lot more money.
a lot more
and-
money, a bigger
Florida.
agency, and
Right.
yeah, Boca Raton. Like
Yeah, Boca Raton.
that
yeah.
sounds pretty nice to me. So
Yeah, Hurricane Alley, but hey, it could have been here. We could have got the same thing. But
yeah,
Fortunately,
Yes.
unfortunately, this area is now such a good learning ground,
yeah,
and it's a good step for people.
Yeah.
Like I said, people come with the idea that they're going to get a lot of good experience, and then they're going to go where they
somewhere
want to
else,
go.
yeah. We have that in the police department too. They come to us and then they step up to, one of the three federal agent, 3-letter federals. So
Yeah.
can't blame people for
No,
wanting to
you
do better
can't
for
blame
No,
themselves.
I mean,
all,
you
I would
can't.
say.
Like I said, it's fortunately, unfortunately.
Exactly. Yeah. That is so
We
true.
have a great department, and it shows,
Yeah.
and people want to be here,
Yeah.
and then
They get some
they
experience,
get
and then they
experience,
move
and
on.
they're moving on. Yeah.
So
The
how
more
many
people coming right in behind them.
Yeah.
how many
enough.
canines have you got? I love the canines.
So we technically have 3 canines, but with people, moving on to different
Okay.
things, we have 1 handler left.
Oh,
So they
no.
actually are starting a process very soon for another handler. So we'll get a new handler soon, but we still have the 3 dogs, but only 1 person.
Was it JPD that I heard was getting a bloodhound, or was that sheriff's office? I think it was sheriff's office.
Yeah, we have a bloodhound, and I think they're purchasing that bloodhound from us to take it. But
Oh,
yeah,
I see.
So-
Okay. All right. That's good. Have you got a bomb sniffing dog?
we don't.
You don't.
We don't. No, we've got the 2 multi-purpose dogs, and then the bloodhound. But again, I think they're county's purchasing it from
I'll
us. I'm
tell
not
you
sure
what,
though.
They
I
get the
imagine
dogs
the
out.
military has several of
Oh, yeah.
those.
Yeah,
so
if we need them, we
really
just call
needed
them.
One, you-
Yeah,
one
we just call them.
When the
available.
dogs come out, it's time to just throw yourself down and give up.
And then of course we have our therapy dog Mumbles.
Oh, I didn't know
So-
you had a therapy dog.
We do. He's a golden retriever and he's a furball.
Oh,
Golden
we need to
he's
have him
sweet.
come
Yeah,
in one
just-
day.
He's
Oh,
very popular
sweet.
on our social media.
Great dogs.
I never
Yeah.
noticed that. I'm gonna have to check that out. Why did I miss that? I know
Yeah.
Swansboro had a therapy dog
Yeah.
that they brought him in one day. Big dog. I think he was a big hairy dog. I don't remember what kind of dog it was. I want to say a lab, maybe. I don't know. He was a beautiful dog.
If you go to our Facebook page, the last Running with the Law promo that Sarah posted,
Right.
were 2 of our canines doing a little race. It's really cute. So go check it out.
Wow.
So it's Mumbles and
Right.
Ivar.
I went to the sheriff's office citizen training thing, academy,
Mhm.
because the sheriff right here sitting where you're sitting, you need to go. And I'm like, oh, no. And then Rayford pushed it. And it was interesting, but my favorite were the dogs. And we were in this big room and they had hidden stuff in the room and we were watching the dogs search for it.
Yeah.
Those dogs are so smart.
They're incredibly intelligent.
And my dogs are real smart at hunting down food, but
Snacks.
I
Yeah,
don't
mine's
know
got
they'd go
snacks
for
down.
the drugs, but yeah, that's really interesting.
I
So,
think most dogs are really smart if we would stop spoiling them.
well, can't help but spoil. And I'm sure those canine
Ours are
handler
spoiled.
spoilers
They
to a certain
learn
degree.
very
They
quickly.
do.
I bet they sleep on the end of the bed. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I will say they're very disciplined. Like
Right.
the dogs have their kennels that they sleep in, and they try not to, mix the 2
Right.
with that. But yeah, the dogs.
Wow.
Oh, there's
I
another
thought that
pup.
was a person coming through the door. I thought Rayford must be back.
Lucy figured out how to open the
Yeah, it
door
was
and
little
get out.
Lucy.
Oh.
Hi, baby.
So we have a studio full here. It's still warm in here with the air conditioner running. Anyway, so anything else you need to update us on or want to talk about? Or?
No, I appreciate the opportunity to come in and
We
talk
appreciate
about
you taking
National
the time
Night
to come
Run.
in.
So,
And
yeah,
we'll push National Night Out and Running with the Law.
I appreciate
And
that.
I'm definitely going to keep reminding Robbie about let's go walk with the law. I'd like to do that.
yeah, it's
Show
a
my
good time.
support.
Good time. We'll have a DJ. We'll have some music out there, and we've got a fantastic singer singing the national anthem.
Really?
Crystal Blockett. She works for the city. She sang a few times for different events for National Night Out. She usually
Right.
sings it. So, but yeah, I'm really excited.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's
City
good.
Councilman woman Miss Mickey Smith will do our invocation. So
She's a card. I
I
talked to her
she's
last
very
week. I'm
fantastic.
going to have her on sometime next week.
Yeah.
So, yeah, she's a card. She's funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. Well, that's great. Any messages you want to put out to anybody while you're here and have the opportunity? Anything about driving or?
Oh yeah.
Or
Please
anything?
slow down. Don't drink and drive. Be smart. Put your cell phones down. So yeah.
Great advice. Great
Mhm.
advice as
Um,
always.
Mhm.
Well, okay. Well, you're invited to stay the rest of the morning if you'd like to. If you need to go, that's up to you. We appreciate you coming in
Yeah.
and bringing that beautiful little girl. She looks like you.
Well, thank you. She's got a little of her dad in her too.
looks a
Well,
little
she's
like her
lucky she
daddy,
has a
too.
place to sit this morning because Rayford's been doing projects on radios and stuff. So there are some mornings you walk in here and there's a little area just to walk through to come sit here. I mean, he gets these projects going and there's tools and all sorts of stuff everywhere.
I won't even come down here unless I absolutely have
I'm
to.
like, going, we have guests tomorrow. Do you think we can make a place for them to sit?
Goodness.
But
Unfortunately, our house is the same way.
your house is beautiful inside.
Well, yeah, but it's still cluttered.
Nah, it's not.
I've seen some really bad houses. I'm sure yours is not.
Oh, I'm sure you have been in
Um,
some houses. You're like,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, poop on the walls and on the floors, and you're like, how do you live like this?
oh my
I don't
gosh.
understand, but
Yeah,
everybody's different.
everybody's different, and
Mhm.
I respect that. But yeah, there's some houses you wonder. Whew.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever been into a house where they have aluminum foil on the windows and doors?
Oh yeah,
Uh,
and hoarder houses, been in those before too. You have to like scoot by, you know, because it's so filled with stuff.
Oh,
So-
hoarder houses.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Oh yes.
Sometimes I feel like mine's getting that way, and then I start cleaning out closets.
Oh, yeah.
I would have a nervous breakdown in a house.
I
would. I would. Yeah.
I would
It's-
too.
I'd go home and I'm like,
I could go through it, but I'd have to get out of it really quickly.
yes.
I have
Yeah.
some
It's too
family members that just collect a lot of stuff, and I'll go into the house. Even it's their house. I couldn't live there though. I'm just like, I mean, there's so much stuff. I don't like a lot of stuff.
Yeah, unfortunately,
either.
I sort of go towards a Scandinavian vibe. You know, less is better.
Yes.
I like space.
I do too. Yeah.
I do too.
Yeah.
I do
Yeah.
too.
I like space.
That's
Yeah.
great. Well, anyway, well, I can't wait for National Night Out. It's always a good time.
It is.
And
It is.
I've got, I think it was Bloomfield was
Yeah.
his name. I've got his number.
Okay, good. Yeah,
Yeah.
contact him.
And I'll just contact him today and get the answers that I need because a couple of the booths, I need permission to spend that money for registration. So I'll
Gotcha.
get all that information together
Yeah.
and then. And of course, if you are a vendor, you have to have liability insurance.
You do
So
have your
think about that too.
insurance.
So any questions you have,
Mhm.
go to the social media page for Jacksonville
Mhm.
Police Department. And also, if you put in National Night Out, Jacksonville, North Carolina 2026,
It pops
it'll
right
take you right
up. It will
to
pop
where
right
you
up.
need to go. And
Yep.
there's vendor applications and it explains everything that you need to do.
Yep. And you can
uh,
do it
what's expected.
all online. So
Yes, exactly.
Mhm.
Yep. So anyway, yeah, that's always a yearly event that I think that the community comes out well for, and it's a good event.
yeah.
And I feel safe.
yeah, you should.
feel safe out
You
there.
should. I mean, you said earlier a bunch of the agencies that come out there. I
Right.
mean, Holly Ridge, Swansboro, Richlands, Highway Patrol,
Yes,
probation, parole. I mean, you name it. Everybody
right.
comes out there.
that's
So
right.
we're really blessed to have that kind of central national night out right here in the city where you know,
Right.
everybody just kind of comes here for one big event.
Yeah, and
So,
connection
like I
with all the
said,
other
great
offices.
area.
It is a great area.
Wow.
Yeah,
Great
that's why when my
area.
husband retired from the Marine Corps, this is home.
And
So
now
we
he
stayed here.
just likes to fish, right?
Yeah, now he runs his charter captain business and fishes all the time.
Does he go out to the ocean?
Not very often. We don't have the boat quite big enough for that. But he does when it's a really nice slick day. He'll go out that far.
Great. I want to go out ocean fishing. I haven't been in a long time. I used to go out on the Carolina Princess when it was
Mhm.
there, and the Continental Shelf, and I miss those. I miss going out. It's fun, but I want to go out on a day where the seas are calm.
Oh yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
I've been out there
for a
where the
while.
boat rocked, and you're standing at the side with your pole, and when it starts rocking, the water is like inches from your face.
Yeah.
Nah, it's a little much.
When
Yeah,
Rayford
I
and
remember
I
that.
first got married, we had the smaller boat, V-hull. So
Yeah.
you could get out the inlet, but you had to only go out when it was calm.
Yep.
And then we kept graduating up. And then we had a larger, deep hole that was nice, but it was all open. It was big, but all open. And we would go out for, I don't know, hours. I mean, we'd be out from sun up to sundown sometimes in that heat.
Oh yeah.
And I
Takes a
finally
lot
told
out
them
of
there is no bathroom and I'm getting too old. It's too hot. You got to get something that has shade and a bathroom. I'm tired of bouncing on a
as you get
bucket.
older, there's things that are more important.
Yes. Yeah. A bucket only does so much for you.
Yeah.
Right,
So
right.
finally, the one we have now, although I don't even know that it's in the water, met all of my requirements.
Very good.
And it's a great
Yeah.
fishing
Men
boat.
don't have the problem that we do when we're on the boat. You know, they can just go
I
off
know.
the side.
I know.
They can just walk to the
Like,
side.
can't do that.
If it's not too bad, I can jump over and then get back
Back in,
in
yeah.
again. But
All right,
I
for
need
all
the
you
ladder
guys
to get
listening, just take heed. We
Women problems when
Yes.
you're on the boat.
yeah,
women,
it's
not
women
as
on the
easy.
air today. So
Right. Well, it's not as easy,
for it.
and I agree. And
Yeah.
they'll give you a bucket. They're like, "What do you want me to do with this?"
Mhm.
I'm
I
like,
had a bucket with that I put a noodle, cut a noodle,
Oh,
and
that's
kind of
smart.
put around it,
Yeah, a
so I
little
wasn't
softer.
like killing myself.
Yeah, that's smart.
But yeah, that worked.
And
It
there you
worked
go.
fine. I just got tired. I got too old.
Yeah.
Too old for it.
Dump it in the ocean and wash it off. And,
Oh.
yeah.
yeah, it's not like we can just jump in the ocean, and the guys don't even have to. So it's.
I mean, I'm really not picky, but
Yeah.
When I used to be a
No,
mail
sure.
carrier, sometimes I would be in an area where, especially on a Saturday, where there was nothing open. So, and if I had to go really super bad, I would have to drive away from my route to go find something that was open to use the restroom. It was rough. The guys always joked about, well, we just take a jar with us. I'm like, whatever. So it's just not fair. It's just not fair.
I understand that in uniform too. I
Oh,
mean,
yes.
it's
Oh,
not as
yeah.
easy for us lady cops to use the bathroom. So
No, back in the day, my former husband and I, we owned an armed guard agency here in Onslow County. And so I used to work security in full uniform, gun, everything.
yeah,
And you're right. When you go to unbuckle that gun belt, it won't, if you don't hold it and it hits the floor, man, I mean, that's what, 20, 30 pounds of weight.
oh yeah,
And
easy.
and then trying to keep all that together while you're trying to use the rest. It's not easy for ladies in
No.
uniform.
No.
Not with, I think
No.
everything should be Velcro. Yeah, that would be something, get into a fight. Oh, speaking of such, what kind of fights have you been in?
Oh my goodness. Thankfully I don't get into too many fights. I mean, I'm honored to teach defensive tactics to our officers when they're in
Nice.
basic law enforcement training. But usually I can talk people down, but I've been into a few. So get a little OC spray on you from other officers using spray, and it's like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, that's one of the.
There's
favorite
always
parts,
one in the
but
crowd that sprays against the wind.
Yeah,
Mhm.
there's a real art to diffusing a situation
there is.
and being able to be
yeah,
good at it.
yeah. And then sometimes
Sometimes you just can't.
you can't. Yeah. So because people are in some type of crisis
Yeah.
or drug induced
Or on
something.
some kind of
Yeah.
drugs.
You just can't. But and then sometimes
Yeah.
sometimes you can usually try to calm them down a little bit. So try to, but
And I'm sure you deal with a lot of people that are extremely high on drugs.
yes, unfortunately, a few weeks ago we had that right on the middle of Western Boulevard in the middle of the night. He had nothing on but a pair of jeans and a pair of some socks. So thankfully it ended without anybody getting hurt, but and he got the help he needed. But yeah,
Wow.
right here in your backyard, it's happening. So.
Wow. Well, how about neighborhood patrols, community watch groups? Are they as prevalent as they used to be? I mean, I didn't think so.
They're not. I think the last time I checked, the city only had 2 active neighborhood watch groups.
Really?
Now there's a couple like the apps that people have, the next door
Yes.
neighbor apps and things
Neighborhood.
like that.
Yeah.
That are pretty active. But as far as the neighborhood watch groups that we know, the signs and such, there's not a lot of active ones. Now the
Well,
county might be different, but we're
right,
not the same.
right.
Do you
Well-
think it's because of the turnover in neighborhoods?
I think so.
You know that there's such a
Yeah.
people coming and going all the time now.
Yeah.
Well,
And I
I
think we're in a
think-
society too
Right.
where, that's know your neighbor is not as prevalent as
Yeah.
it used to be.
Right.
So
Just know your phone.
yeah.
Well, I know that, like you said, there's so many neighborhood groups on social media now.
Yeah.
If you want to know anything that's going in your hood, all you have to do is go look on the page
Yeah.
because somebody has seen something.
Yeah.
And I have great neighbors, and I do have a couple police officers that live right down the street from me, right there on the same street. And so we have a really good section right there, but we still get our crime.
Yeah.
Neighbor across the street, in the middle of the morning, somebody went over, took stuff off their porch. Fortunately, I got it on my camera.
Oh, good.
You couldn't really identify the person, but there was enough as far as vehicle that you could kind of determine what kind of vehicle it was.
Yeah.
And we were able to see it. And there's been nights before in the past where I got it one night. It was after midnight. For some reason, I peeked out my front window and saw a man walking from my truck across the front, heading to the next neighbor's house. And so I called my neighbor across the street, Wyatt Earp, and he came out. And but all of us have gotten to where we have cameras now.
Mhm.
I have those that at a certain time of night they come on as far as lights. So if you walk in front of that, you get a strobe light. And like what happened one night a couple months ago, I'm watching On Patrol Live because I love to watch it. And it's 12:30 a.m. on a Saturday morning, and they are chasing somebody. So I get a notification on my phone, and I look, and it said, driveway camera person detected. And I thought, because sometimes you'll get a bug or something that'll get up there and it'll just set it off.
Yeah.
So I turned on my camera and I see a JPD officer standing next to my truck, and he's yelling, "Stop running or I'm going to let the dogs out." And I was like, what's going on? What?
You didn't need to watch it on TV. It was in your front yard.
I know. It was so crazy because I watched it on TV and then it's in my front yard. And so then I wound the camera back for just a minute or two and saw somebody running, and they ran right in front of my truck, and they were trying to crouch down. Here comes a PD car. It's like, whoop, whoop, whoop. You know how they are.
Mhm.
And because you drive them. And so the guy ran next door and jumped the fence. And so then we had a lot of activity around the neighborhood for a couple hours. But ring doorbell cameras and other systems that people are doing that more and more each day.
Oh, yeah.
Redford gave me a hard time. I'm the one who bought and installed most of the stuff here, or
Smart.
told him where to put it.
Yeah.
And he was like, "We're not putting all that stuff up." I said,
He
"Mhm,
loves it.
Yes, we are."
He loves it.
And it was a long time ago that I got them. I'm upgrading some
Yeah.
of them now. And now there are times when I wish I didn't, because every 5 minutes he's like
What is that?
looking to see
Oh, I
what's
can
going
imagine
on
he is.
outside this corner, that corner, back.
When
Whatever.
y'all first started putting up all those bells and whistles and flashing lights and stuff, I'd come up in the morning and the strobe lights would go. I just throw myself up against the wall, I'm like, what is going on? There's so much stuff, so many alarms, and it's settled down since then.
Well, we had so many attempted break-ins into the cars. Well, and I was still in the garage at that time. And other stuff going on. I just said, this is not a safe place necessarily
Nowhere
anymore.
is.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. Definitely having those cameras are helpful.
Right,
The
right,
rain cameras, and we use them a lot too.
Yeah.
So
right.
you know,
Well, I think
Those
more and more
assistants.
people now are installing that, and there are some Ring cameras that you can get that are free. You don't have to pay an
Mhm.
app fee for them.
Yeah.
And I notice a lot of people are going to window cameras now. Window cameras. So she needs to go upstairs for a minute.
please.
She's so cute. I'll show you. But a lot of people are doing that, and I noticed there's been a lot of talk on social media about how people are ripping Ring cameras off their doors. Like if you remember the Nancy Guthrie case, where she's the 84-year-old woman that they suspect that she was kidnapped from her home, and they did get some information off her Ring doorbell, but then the thug the fool, the piece of scum that took her away from the house had ripped the Ring doorbell off her house. I understand now that a lot of criminals are doing that now. So there are, I was just researching it the other day, there are new cameras out that can go inside your house attached to your window that can do the same thing, that they will record for you. You can put an app on your phone and there is no fee for it. So that might be something you want to talk in, think about investing in. Let's talk about the marine forecast. Today, out to 16 nautical miles, southwest winds 10 to 15 knots, seas 3 to 4 feet, with a chance of showers and thunderstorms. Saturday, west winds 5 to 10 knots, increasing 10 to 15 knots in the afternoon, seas 3 to 4 feet, showers with a chance of thunderstorms. Sunday, north winds 10 to 15 knots, seas 3 to 4 feet, showers with a chance of thunderstorms in the morning, then a chance of showers in the afternoon. Today, on land, showers and possibly a thunderstorm. Some of the storms could produce heavy rainfall with a high near 85. Calm wind becoming south around 5 miles per hour in the afternoon. Tonight, showers and possibly a thunderstorm, low around 69. Tonight, as I just said, showers and possibly a thunderstorm, low around 69. Turn to page lady. Saturday, showers and thunderstorms before noon, with some of the storms producing heavy rainfall with a high near 83. And Sunday, it looks like a gorgeous day, mostly sunny with a high near 88. North wind 3 to 6 miles per hour. And let's take a look at the weather radar right now and see, there's a lot of rain off the coast. So Rayford's getting wet because there's a lot of rain off the coast right now. Looks like the bulk of the thunderstorms is up towards Cape Hatteras, Dare County, Pamlico County, all up there along the eastern seaboard in eastern North Carolina, but right about us. Right now, it looks like we may be getting a little bit of a thunderstorm in just a few minutes, but there's a lot of rain yet coming. And it's showing actually rain all the way through early evening. So I just did the weather while you were gone.
Thank you.
I figured I'd knock that out of the way.
Since I have no purpose being here but to
I
look
would have
around
given it
and
to
say,
you, and you said, no, you can do it. You can do it.
Yeah.
You can do it. Anyway,
Better watch out. You might replace them.
Callers, if you want to ask Lieutenant Smith a question, whether it's about National Night Out, running with the law, or just a inquisitive question, wanting to know what would you do if,
or walking with the law.
Yeah,
with Lee and I.
Yeah, or walking with Robbie and myself. 910-333-0139. Give us a call, 910-333-0139. And it's also posted on our social medias. So give us a call and ask your question. And you better be nice about it because, she's a sworn officer. She can hunt you down. She can hunt you down. Now, you live right outskirts of Jacksonville, don't you?
We do. We live in Maysville,
Right.
Oswego County side. So,
Do you have a farm
Okay.
out there? Do you have a farm out there?
we have a little farm. We've got 9 acres, and we've got a
Wow.
so we've got some trees and stuff like that.
Do you
Our
have
little
any
garden.
livestock? Any ducks, geese, pigs?
None
Goats,
of that.
chickens.
We do have chickens. We have 21 chickens.
21.
Baby
So
21 chickens.
oh,
Baby chicks.
baby.
We do have our
chicks.
2 baby chicks.
My sister gives me a
Aw.
hard time. She says, I'm waiting for the chickens.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you don't have chickens or bees.
These are on the list eventually. So, other than that, we've got dogs, 2 guinea pigs, and 2 bunnies.
Oh my goodness, you have bunnies too.
Would you
That
tell
is
them what the-
awesome.
I had a bunny growing up.
They're fun. We rescued one, and turns out she was pregnant, so we ended up with more. But thankfully, other people have adopted, the
Oh, that's
bunnies.
good.
But
That's
so
good.
we've kept one of the babies. So we have.
Do you
we
have a
2
big
bunnies.
garden?
It's decently sized.
What do you
so,
raise?
A lot of tomatoes. So
Same.
zucchini, squashes,
Yes.
you know, okra.
Peppers.
I'm finally
Yeah, I didn't
getting
do
over
any of
the
those this
last
year,
outbreak
but
of tomatoes.
Yeah.
I love
I
tomatoes.
don't know about
too.
everybody else's garden, but it wasn't the best this year with all that heat. But
Oh, it was
it
terrible.
was awful. But
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
all
my
right.
tomatoes just did not want to grow. They just
Our
want to stay
garden
green and small,
It's
but
been
they're
good this year.
popping now.
Have they? Well, with all the rain that we've had recently, hopefully it'll change for the
Mhm.
better.
Yes.
Well, we took down some trees too that were beside the driveway, and they were just making it too shady
Oh,
back there most of the time.
Mhm.
And so that's been helpful. Well, they were invasive species, so they had to go.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I think the garden's done better this year because of
Get
that.
some more
Oh.
sunshine in there.
okay.
Yeah.
Let me see.
We've got a lot of blueberries, and then the figs are about to ripen.
We've
so-
got Marty
I'm
on
excited.
the line. Good morning, Marty. How are you?
Good. Is your guest still in there?
Yes, she is. Did she dance one year with Dancing Stars
No.
of Oslo?
I sure did. 2022.
2022.
Mm-hmm.
She's the one that got away. I never got a chance to dance with.
No,
Oh.
nope, we didn't dance together.
Marty Tolson's on the phone. I
Yep.
figured you probably knew who it was. Yeah. Well, that's a shame. Look, you can always make a comeback. Can't you have a special, pro dancing stars of Onslow?
Well, one year they did an alumni something with them,
Okay.
didn't they?
All right, yeah, I changed.
Yeah, we'll come up with something.
That would be
Yeah.
cool. What did you dance?
Oh yeah, she does dance at Dance Theater Jacksonville. So
Yeah.
Girl.
yeah, I danced to oh goodness, a Megan Trader song, and then I can't remember the name of the other one, but yeah.
What did you place? Did you
I
win?
did not win.
Oh, come on
I
now.
did not win. Vanessa's not the best dancer. I had fun. We raised money, and that's what
Good.
it was for. So,
Excuse me. Who was your partner at the time?
Oh goodness, his name is escaping me. Help me out, Marty.
Who?
Do you remember, Marty? Who our partner was?
Did you say Anthony?
That's it. Yep, it was Anthony Love.
Anthony.
Anthony
Ah,
Love?
I just needed the first name.
Okay.
Yep, it was Anthony.
Yeah.
Realtor?
Yep. I was pregnant with her at the time.
Oh my gosh, how far along were
Yeah,
you?
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, 4 or 5 months, I think.
Wow.
So, yeah.
So you didn't do a lot of jumping and rolling, did you?
No, I didn't. So,
I had a good friend of mine who was a runner, and she was a distance runner. She ran right up until the last week before she had the baby.
yeah, I can
You're
believe
saying-
it.
And it was
do
the
that.
fastest delivery I've
Mhm.
ever known. I guess because she was in such good shape.
Yeah.
But it was amazing.
So
Yeah,
Marty, if
good
you
work.
have an alumni year, I think we need to remember Vanessa.
Oh, yeah.
We'll get her in
In the
there.
next few years, we'll have to come up with something where we can get some of these back.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah, I
That
hear
would
you
be
have the
great.
N with the people again.
Yes. Marty has
Just
a few
switch right
contacts.
hands,
Yes.
A few contacts.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
He keeps us updated on what's going on.
I'm sure he does. I'm sure all of them do over there.
Yes, yes. Well, we'll be having them all on in a little while when it
Yeah.
gets closer to the day.
Yeah,
So,
it's coming up soon.
yes, we'll be bringing them on.
I feel like I got to call in every time she's on.
Well, no, we
Thank
welcome
you.
that. Thank you.
It's always a pleasure.
It's always good. Anything you want to ask her while we have her here?
I think y'all asked a lot of questions. I learned a lot.
Yeah. Well, we have to know. We have to know the 411 on her.
You got to keep her out of trouble.
That's right. That's right. We want her to come back too. I'm not going back there again.
No,
people are
I
crazy.
love coming here. It's so much fun.
We're so glad. Yeah, and
Yeah.
Sarah was. As soon as we finally were able to communicate with each other, because there was
Yeah.
a big issue with Gmail.
Yeah.
She's like, no. Vanessa said she'll come Friday. I was like, okay,
Yep.
great.
I'll be here.
You saved
Yes.
me.
Yeah, like
You're
I
doing
said,
great.
we didn't know when Rayford was going to fish. It was all on edge, last minute, but we said we can handle this. Go fish.
Yeah.
So Sounds like a card game, doesn't it, Marty?
It
Go
does
fish.
sound- Yeah.
Yeah, good
You have an
fish.
8 o'clock.
Maybe he'll
go
catch
fish.
something this time.
Yeah, well.
The
We
fishing's
saw
pretty rough.
pictures, but you know, the people weren't in the pictures. They were just pictures of fish.
Fish.
So, like, who took the picture? When was this picture taken? And
Well, I was
Was it
laughing.
taken under the water from the?
I saw
Yeah,
the
the phone.
picture and I told Rayford later, I said, you had one Spanish hiding in the middle of that bunch of fish that
Right.
you had. And he goes, yeah, we did catch one, which is what the tournament is.
The
the
tournament
Spanish
is the
tournament.
Spanish
I said,
national
yes, I
tournament.
saw some spots hiding underneath the blues.
Yeah. See, they like to troll fish. I don't like to troll fish. I like to park, be still, throw the line, and attempt to. I hope something bites it, and then move along. But they like to troll. That makes me crazy.
I like trolling because I like being in a moving boat
Yeah,
rather than
I
just
can see
sitting.
that. Yes.
Sitting to me is boring.
I love to sit. I guess that's just the way I've always done it. And like when I went with him that one time on the boat,
Mhm.
and he just kept trolling, I was like, "Are you gonna stop?" And he was like, "No." I'm like, "Why?" Well, it was fun. Anyway, so anything else, Marty? You got any other? You can't think of anything you want to ask her?
No. I just like to pick at her, bring up dancing and all.
That wasn't.
She sounds like she's uncomfortable, but she was good up there.
Oh, thanks. I watched the videos now and I'm like, oh my goodness, that was so awful.
Hey, I'm the first one to tell you, I hate looking at videos of myself. I get nervous. I said, well, I'm getting nervous. I can't change it.
Yeah.
Did you go last
hoping-
year?
Yeah, we went last year.
Did you see Marty that last dance dressed up like Pitbull? Was it Pitbull? Was that his
No,
name?
that
Oh.
Yeah,
That
he
was
was
2
just,
years ago.
Oh, it was
dressed
2
up
years
like,
ago.
yeah. I
I
mean,
he
it
came
was-
out and I was like, "What in the world?"
Yeah, Marty's always known to have a good time while dancing. So
Yes,
yeah.
I look for. I'm like, "What are you going to do this year?" Of course,
Oh,
he won't
yes.
tell us.
Just wait till this year.
Oh my
Oh, my
gosh, he
goodness,
says
I can't
that every
wait.
year. I'm like, "Oh Lord, what now?"
Yeah,
But that's a good cause too. So.
it is, and it's a lot of fun. So if you're listening and you've never been, definitely go. You're gonna have so much fun there.
Yeah.
You're gonna
It is
laugh.
fun.
Yeah, you're
I've
gonna have fun.
been not
Good
every
food.
year, but almost every year.
Yeah.
Well, I just
And
started
it's always
going-
different.
Yeah.
I just started going a couple years ago because usually it was always on a night that I had conflicts, but I just finally decided no, enough with the conflicts.
Yeah.
I'm going. Is this a heated chair?
Yes. No. Yes.
I feel warm.
No,
back
that's the heated chair.
there. Okay. Something's hot in this chair.
I'm looking at it going, there's no red. It's a red chair. That's
Okay,
the chair.
good.
That's the heated
And
chair.
you were talking about events in October. I mean, that one's in
Yes.
October as well. So,
Dancing
yeah.
Stars of Onslow, I think is the correct title. Yes. All right. We
October
look forward to
24th.
October 24th.
There we go.
I'll put that in my
Oh,
phone
I don't
right
have it
now.
on my calendar
Shameless
yet.
plug. The individual tickets go on sale the day after Labor Day.
Day after
I wanna say-
Labor Day.
I want to say it's the
October.
8th, September 8th.
Wait,
Where
what day did you say it was? Oh, August. No, October.
October. Mhm.
October 24th.
24th.
Okay.
Where
You
are they
said
doing it
that.
at this year?
Nobody goes, don't go to the
Recreation
American
Park.
League building.
Oh.
No more.
Commons?
We go to the Commons
Right.
Rec
Comments?
Center.
Okay.
All right, I have it in my phone now. Yeah, I like it. I'm gonna like that because I don't have to walk through that graveled parking lot,
Yeah.
and you're wearing heels, and you're just like falling all over the place. And my sister fell out the golf cart one year. That was transporting us. You know, one of us would have done it. Yeah, it was her turn. You know, and I'm like, oh Lord. But yeah, I'm glad it's at the Commons.
Yeah.
I hope
The
I
building
want to
got
see how it
damaged.
works out this year, and
Yeah.
a lot closer for you.
Yeah, it is a lot closer.
Yes.
Just
Yes.
Well, I've always been interested now that Allie's doing it.
Yeah.
Yes,
She's gonna
she
do a
is
great job, man.
Fantastic.
She is
last
good.
year.
She's good.
She did
She's
very, very good.
so organized and
Yeah.
so good.
She did a great job,
Yeah.
and I
She's
like
got some good people to lean on.
I like how they had all the dancers and partners lined up at the door when you
When you walk
came in, you got to see everybody and
Mhm.
talk to people, and that was really cool too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good
And
time.
once again, all this money raised goes for a very good
Yes,
cause.
it does.
Yes, it does.
Mhm.
Goes to the
Awesome.
Stays here
victim
in the
center.
county.
That's right.
Mhm.
And it stays here in the county. You're right,
That's it.
Marty.
When I
Absolutely.
first came back to Jacksonville for my 20-year stint here, I worked. I was the manager of the shelter, the women's shelter,
Okay.
for 6 months. Not that I didn't want to do it longer,
Yeah.
but then I got the job at Carteret, and so then I couldn't keep it. But I was the weekend shelter manager.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
That's-
tell them that, when they're doing this, they'll go, "Yeah, I understand."
That's very
So
commendable.
they're going to ask you to dance maybe next year.
No, I don't think I could walk across the stage anymore.
It's all about having fun.
we could wheel you across the stage.
If you gave me some roller skates, I might.
Oh, that would be-
able to do
There you
something.
go.
Kind of depends on how big that stage is,
is.
too. You can skate and run off of it. I have a question for you from one of our listeners, Vanessa. Marty,
Sure.
you want to hang on?
Yeah,
Says,
I want
I have a question for the lieutenant. I'm pretty new to North Carolina, 1 year as of August 8th. I know he lives off the Pawnee Green area, Rocky Run area. As a law-abiding concealed carrier, I realize in North Carolina we have a duty to inform police during any official encounter, including a traffic stop. How would JPD best like for us to inform them? Hand them our driver's license and carry permit without saying anything? I realize that starting with the conversation, I've got a gun, won't end well for anyone. What do you recommend?
Oh, that's a really good question.
Very good question.
So we do see this a lot because there's a lot of carriers in our community, which is wonderful. So what you just need to do is just tell us. So if you say like, we come up to the window, we tell you why we stopped you, after introducing ourselves and stuff, you just say, I'm a concealed carry permit, or I have an open carry permit, or I have an open carry firearm, and just present us with whatever. So
Right.
it's not going to end badly as long as you tell us.
The biggest thing is letting you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can put it in
My
the
last
conversation.
conceal class, which was not too long ago, a couple years ago, they told us that you no longer give out your concealed carry. You don't show it when you're stopped anymore, that you're not supposed to do that. And evidently, they said it was North Carolina law now. You
I
didn't
heard
show
that
it
part.
unless you were asked for it. And that sort of took me aback.
Yeah.
And I don't know,
I'll have to
so I
look
don't know
that
where
up.
that
Yeah,
is.
I-
You're
But I
required by law to
clarified
tell
'cause
us
I
that
said-
you have that.
Right.
I asked,
So-
I said, are you sure that that is the
Yeah.
law?
I
Because
think
it didn't used to be.
No,
I don't
no. Please
think
tell
that's
us if you have a
right.
gun.
I
Like,
don't know. I
Yeah.
think
You're
it should
supposed
be
to.
everyone's responsibility.
Yeah.
If you have a weapon in your vehicle and you are stopped by law
Yeah.
enforcement, one of the first things you should do, besides putting your hand up on the steering wheel, is say, I have a weapon in my vehicle.
Yeah.
And let that officer know.
Yeah, and then we'll ask you, where's it at? And you just tell us where it's at, and that's usually the end
And
of
they'll
it.
say,
Yeah.
do you have a license to carry? And then,
Yeah.
the conversation can go from there. But that's a very good question, Ken. Thank you for
Yeah.
asking
Yeah,
that.
thank you.
I like that. And then we had another question from
Sure.
Tom. What about the sex offenders list and having people check it so they know where their children will be safe? Any thoughts on that?
There are tons of websites out there, federal government websites. Even I think Sheriff Thomas has something on
Yes,
their
he does.
app of where your sex offenders are located. In North Carolina, the sheriffs deal in with all the registration of sex offenders and things like that. So they are a really great source to get that information from it where they're at. But definitely before you move to an area or to a home, like go on those websites, see where those sex offenders are. It'll even tell you like what their charge is, right? Because we know there's different things people are charged with to be on that sex offender list. The really bad stuff, and then a little bit down, different charges. So go on there, look and see what those charges are, and the people that are around you. So tons of stuff out there to
Very
find
good.
them.
Very good. Good questions this
Yeah.
morning. Anybody else have a question? You can leave a comment or you can call us 910-333-0139.
Yeah, now that you're awake, you have 8 minutes.
Yeah, 8 minutes. The morning has gone quick, and we've been so lucky to have Lieutenant Smith in here
It's
with
fine.
us this morning.
It's,
And A lot of good questions. A lot of good questions. Tom says North Carolina has a website for it, but is not real pretty clear on some things. I would say, Tom, especially for this area in Onslow County, go on the Sheriff's Department app. They Sheriff's Office app. Boy, I'm really messing up now. Sheriff's Office app, and you can download that. Go to Google Play. They have it both for Android and for iPhone. And you can hit the little button that says sex offender registry list, a sex offender list.
Yep.
And it will tell
It'll tell
you
you.
where everyone that is registered in the county
Yep.
resides. And there's a lot of good information.
Yep.
And I have to say that since Trevor started at the sheriff's office,
Their social media is really
their
good.
social media has grown.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I noticed Jacksonville Police Department said, we got to get in on this.
Yep. Sarah's
And
doing a great job.
Jacksonville, is Sarah doing it? She
Yeah.
does a great job. And they started, I mean, it is so much fun to watch some of the stuff.
Nothing like a little competition.
And Sarah, I've got one for you. And Trevor, I've got one for you. I was looking at social media with a police department or sheriff's office, I'm not sure, in another state, where they asked each officer what their favorite walkout song would
Oh, I've
be.
seen those. Those
Did
are
you?
fun.
And
Those are
so the officer would say, my walkout song is, like Guns N' Roses or something like that. And so, but who made the video, they didn't use the song that the officer said was their walkout song. They used something kind of fluffy or whatever, funny. And it was hilarious. And Trevor and Sarah, I think y'all should have like a competition on that. I think that would be so funny. I almost sent it to him yesterday. He's probably seen it anyway, but that was hilarious. You're expecting this like heavy metal song as you're coming walking out the door, and they play like a Taylor Swift song, and it's just so funny. And these officers don't know that their song is being changed until after it's
Do you know I have never heard a Taylor Swift song?
Really?
I don't think.
You didn't watch your wedding? You didn't go to the wedding?
Nope.
Oh my gosh. I know she's a great role model for a lot of young girls, and I appreciate that. I've never been, a Swiftie. I think I'm just, I don't care, but I'm glad at least she's a good role model. But this whole thing with her wedding, oh my gosh, it was like national news every day, every night. I turn on a news channel there. We're doing a Taylor Swift contest now, trivia. And I'm like, why do we care?
I believe that every single person out there
She's good.
has a job to do,
Right.
and that they will do their job to the best of their ability.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the people I appreciate.
Yeah.
If they happen to be entertainers, fine. If they happen to be law enforcement, that's fine. But I just don't see the hero worship thing.
I don't,
I never got it.
I
never
never
understood
was that way growing up. Like a lot of kids, like a lot of people were Beatle fanatics. I never was.
My sister was.
I just, but that's just me. It doesn't mean there's nothing wrong with it. I like the Monkees more than I did the Beatles. Isn't that crazy? Growing up, but I have gone more to opera and contemporary than I have anything else. Like I love, like Josh Groban and Andre Bocelli and people like that. I love listening to them. And but we each have our own thing.
Yeah.
But
I
Taylor
appreciate
Swift.
talent.
Right.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter to me whether it's dance, whether it's music, opera, whatever. If somebody's really good at what they
Yes.
do, then I enjoy it.
That's
for
like,
some reason.
Katy Perry, the astronaut. I say that lightly because somebody yelled at me one day when I said that on the radio. I'm being sarcastic. Katy Perry, the astronaut. Like I don't really find anything that great about her. Her music. I don't think she's got that great of a talent. But hey, that's just me. That's just me. Who's your favorite?
Favorite music artist? I really like Brandon Lake.
Is he
He's a
country
Christian.
and western?
He's a
Christian?
Christian. Yeah. So,
I think I know who you're talking about.
yeah, he's one
And
of my
Christian
favorites.
music can just You get a good artist like that, and it'll just bring tears to your eyes to listen to it. Yes, it's so good. Well, earlier we were talking about pets and critters and stuff. I did want to put this out here for drivers near Sturgeon City may notice new turtle crossing signs aimed at protecting local wildlife. Sturgeon City thanked the city of Jacksonville for installing signs in areas where turtles are known to cross roadways. Officials said the signs are meant to remind drivers to slow down, stay alert, and watch for turtles in the road.
Yeah.
They also shared information about the eastern box turtle, North Carolina state reptile. I didn't know that was a state reptile. The turtles often spend their entire lives within a home range of less than 2 acres, meaning they're usually headed to a specific destination when crossing the road. And wildlife experts recommend that anyone who safely helps a turtle cross should place it on the side of the road in the same direction it was already traveling.
Yes.
What?
Because they get confused and they don't know where they are, and they will die because they will spend their lives trying to get back to their place that they
So
are
if they're
looking for.
trying to cross it, you pick it up and put it back to where it was at,
You look at its direction of travel
right?
and where it's pointed and how it's moving, and you can help it along, but take it straight across
Okay.
and put it down.
Oh, okay. Okay. I got you. I saw one morning right down here on Country Club when I was.
I was going
leaving.
to say Country Club has a bunch of places that they cross.
I was finding a bunch of my backyard.
And
for a
Marion
while.
Place, they will cross over here too. We've
Wow.
got a couple that live in the backyard, just in our backyard.
Nice, nice. Well, that was a news story from TV 12. I want to make sure I give them credit for that. WCTI, Michelle Humphrey. Thank you very much for that story. But yeah, so you'll see new signs over there around Sturgeon City area. Turtle crossing, turtle crossing.
Oh, it's an actual turtle.
It's an actual turtle. Anyway, it's Friday. It's 9 a.m. We're done for the week, and we'll be back Monday. And we thank you very much, Lieutenant Smith, for coming in and,
Yep, thank you
and
for having me.
hanging out with us and giving us all the 411 on running with the law and National Night Out. And
pleasure.
as long as my leg is still working, I think I'll go walk that mile. I want the shirt and in the medal.
Yeah.
Got to
Come on
have it.
out. Come on out.
Anyway, anybody have any closing thoughts?
Thank you for letting me sit here and warm this chair.
Thank you for coming in. I had a lot of people scheduled to be co-hosts, but we didn't know what was going to happen for sure, when or whatever. And I knew I always had Robbie.
You just have to wake me up.
Hey, it's good enough with me. But anyway, everyone enjoy your weekend. Please be safe on the roads. You don't want to have to intertwine yourself with Lieutenant Smith on a traffic violation of any kind. And please be safe while you're out on the road. Other than that, that's all I've got.
That's all I got.
That's all you got.
Be safe.
Have a great week.
All right,
Yep.
everyone. Live and local Real Talk. We'll see you Monday morning, 7 a.m.